I know you see. Okay, sorry.
I think that's copyright infringement. Hey guys.
How does that work? Do we get banned?
I think they turned like did they shut down the episode? I think they make you remove the episode or you have to pay for shit. I don't know. I've never been copyrighted before.
I only sang like 2 seconds of the song. You think they're gonna really flag me?
No. You should be okay, I think. We'll
I might
find
have to
out.
sing some more.
No, let's not risk it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of College Football for the Girls. I'm Jessica,
And I'm Amani.
if you couldn't tell. And yeah. Week 7 was fucking so this year in college football is weird.
It is the craziest season I've ever experienced in my life, and I've watched a lot of seasons of college football.
Dare I say, after this weekend, I think we'll know potentially who is, if there's an actually like great team. I'm gonna be real, y'all. After this past weekend, I don't know if there is a great team in college football. I think everybody's good.
It's really up in the air at this point.
I think everybody's fine. That's it. But this weekend, man, this fucking weekend, do you want to kick it off? What games you got on your end, or you want me to?
We'll just start with, I don't know. Where do I want to start today? Texas, Oklahoma. Let's start there.
Let's start with Texas, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, it would have been nice if you decided to show up today.
To say 3 points as a ranked team
3
did not surprise me.
3.
I was shocked. I'm like, there's no way. So for reference, everyone who watches the AP poll videos, I haven't seen the poll yet, but I just know off of 3 points, you're out of here. You're done.
You're done.
You're a dunner.
You're done.
You're a dunner.
3 points.
And I think
that's.
I
it.
think whatchamacallit came back too this week, didn't he? The QB,
yes.
QB1.
Yes, but I will say, watching the game, that first half was not exceptional. I was watching it with the Texas fan, and they were on the verge of asking for Arch to be put back in. And I was like, hold on. let's not get too hasty.
I mean, he did do a good job while he was out. I mean, to have a backup QB still keep y'all winning, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Homeboy was like, yeah, you can't take my spot, bro. I gotta do something because
I'm the starter. Remember
I'm the starter, and you had me scared while I was out, but we gotta remind these people who I am. Because, nah.
I mean, he did it.
I mean, I was a little sad because I think last week, after talking about it, I thought it was gonna be more of a good game, and it wasn't.
Same.
So
I don't know if
I was a little disappointed.
I don't know if it was just an off week for Oklahoma or because talking to a Texas fan, there have only been a very few handful of games where it's been like an absolute blowout for Texas, and this was one of the very, very, very few times that happened for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, watching it, it was a game. That's it. I was hoping for something better. Speaking of something better, the Ohio State-Oregon game. I just need to take a moment.
Holy moly. I'm
Cool.
not even kidding y'all. So I was in Colorado for the weekend, and I was on the cog train. And the amount of people, because of course you're going up in the mountains, like you don't have any service. As soon as that train started going down, where somebody was like, "Do we have signal? I'm trying to watch the Ohio State game." I think at least half the train was watching it as soon as signal service came back, like cellular service came back.
First of all,
oh my goodness,
I knew it was going to be a semi-close game. I knew it was going to be a close game.
I did too.
These are two rivals, like not huge rivals, but they still don't like each other. First of all, Dan fucking Lanning, my guy, I miss you terribly. I ain't gonna lie to you. Second, the fact that you purposely put 12 men on the field to get a penalty to lose time on the clock, and I believe it down, is fucking genius. Genius at work. Excuse me. Third, I don't know who that quarterback is for Ohio State, but sliding.
What were you doing? I just want to know, and I know as soon as he goofed, you saw it all in his face. He's like, "What the fuck did
what
I
did
just
I
do?"
do?
Because what was that? You had no time on the clock and you slid.
You slid. You slid, and you weren't even close.
Lateral. You could at least do a lateral if there's something, but nah, dog. You
Oh,
slid like this was baseball.
remember when I said at the top of the year, it's going to take one game that Ryan Day was supposed to win for Ryan Day to be in the hot seat? This was the game. They had their fucking chance. All he had to do was Hail Mary that shit. All he had to do was Hail Mary it. Fuck it. Go for a long ass field goal. The fucking quarterback runs and slides? The shit is that? The fuck is that?
I mean, to be fair, game should have been that. I mean, the game was going to be close. We know.
Yeah.
But like to rely on the last few seconds of the game, I understand. But at the same time, you got to stay on it into the last few seconds of the game.
You're supposed to have an elite offense. You're supposed to have these hot receivers.
But he goofed. Bad.
I
would not be going to class.
No.
I'd be taking a week off.
I'd be taking everything fucking remote. I'd be like, I'm sick. I can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was wild.
I was gonna say, speaking of other games that were close, Penn State and winning in overtime.
I'm mad about it. I was so mad about it. USC, you had one fucking job, and it's okay.
Especially because I picked y'all in college pick'ems.
I did too.
Had one job.
And I also hate Penn State. So you just had one goddamn fucking job.
Yeah. But skating by the seat of your pants, buddy.
It was a lucky win. It was a lucky ass win. I'll give them that. You had Penn State scared all the way up to the very end. I'll give it to you. Thank you. But you know what that proved to me? They're beatable. They can be beat. And they got some people coming up in their schedule that could do it.
It's going to be a rough one.
Ooh, I'm interested. I'm very interested, especially now with Ohio State, too. Like, your schedule don't look that easy anymore, bro. What's about to happen?
Yeah, and you're ranked pretty high. Well, you were ranked pretty high. I don't know where you fall in this next top 25, but like,
good question.
You were this close to an unranked team. You should not be in top 10, respectfully. I mean, granted, Alabama was 7, but that's because they have favoritism against Bama. They really shouldn't be in the top 10 either. Losing to Vandy, like they should have been bottom of the list. But anyway, my personal opinion, you need to be on your A game, and even getting remotely close shouldn't have you in the top 10, let alone number. I think they were 4 last week.
4.
On top of the fact that you barely won to an unranked team.
Correct.
Georgia at least beat Kentucky by a touchdown or something, and they're at 5.
Correct.
They were below you.
Correct.
So,
correct.
That being said, do better.
Speaking of Bama, honey, boo boo child, y'all about let South Carolina whoop that ass, and I would have lost my shit if that had happened, bro. It didn't. Yeah. It was not a good game.
That was also close. Again, unranked team. Close, and you're in the top 10.
Correct.
Shouldn't be letting that happen.
It's not in South Carolina. It was at home, y'all. It was in Tuscaloosa, and you would have thought when the coach left that field that everything was fine and dandy, and every single fan was like, "Dog, if that was Saban, he'd be losing his damn mind."
Would be pissed. Yeah, I'm sure he's pissed, and he's not even there anymore, bro. Like,
oh, he's in his office in the stadium, pissed as shit. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Y'all lost to Vandy. Y'all never lived that down. I'm surprised y'all won. Should have lost. And you will lose eventually. You're going to slip up again. Like, I think their schedule for the rest of this year is rough.
They got to play Tennessee this week.
Done. You're done. Out top 10. Done.
Yeah, done.
You're done.
That's going to actually be a very interesting matchup. I do want to touch on Georgia, Mississippi State. One, Yes, Coach Smart shoved a player. He's already apologized for it. The fact there are people that are wanting him to be fined or fucking suspended from a game is insanity. When he literally shoved a player, not even that hard, he just shoved him out the fucking way so he could go yell at a ref is hysterical. Y'all need to take a massive chill pill. Stop. It's kind of insane. Did you see the video?
I did.
Brother still got some muscle in him. Listen.
He really did shove the fuck out of him. I'm not even gonna lie. Here's my thoughts. I mean, fine him and let's move forward. Like, I don't think there needs to be a suspension. I feel like people just are finding a reason to hate. But I do think had this been any other coach for real, they definitely would have gotten some sort of fine. So I think at this point, just fine him and let's move forward. It was an accident. You could clearly see he wasn't trying to yell at him or push him. He was really just upset and heated. It's football. He's a coach. They're always going to be very passionate about the sport they play, especially when you're someone like Georgia. So I just think charge him, charge it to the game,
get it
him
over
a
with,
pay cut, and let's move on.
Get over with. Like, even because here's the thing: if he had been yelling at the player, if he had been directing his anger at the player, the ref would have flagged him. There were 3 refs standing right there. None of them did shit. None of them called anything. None of them said anything. So obviously, clearly, they didn't see a major issue with it. But I agree. If you're going to do something, do something. Clearly, since it's been a couple of days and nothing's happened, I don't think anything's going to happen. So
I don't know why. It just reminded me of that TikTok trend where it's like, Jamal, run the route again. Damn it. It's cut. Somebody teach you how to flat.
I will add our offense clicked. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I need our secondary and fucking safeties to get it together. Please. I beg of thee to get it together. Other than that, it was a good game.
I think I didn't really even pay attention to that game because it just wasn't. I mean,
it wasn't a priority.
It was not a priority. There were some other games on that were like very interesting, and I knew. I mean, granted, they only won by 10, but like I just knew they were gonna win.
So the reason is in third quarter we let them score 2 or 3 times. Okay, so here's what happened. It was beat routes. So our safeties and our DBs got beat bad.
Again? Please tell me
different guy. No.
You know I was finna get
I know. It was literally 3 long passes. Like, it was beautiful passes, don't get me wrong, but they were beaten on the route. It's something that they definitely need to take into consideration going into this weekend. We'll get into that later. But overall, like, offensively, we look great. Running game was there. Shout out to Robinson, who banged up his MCL again. Apparently he could come back in a couple weeks. For the love of fuck, I need this kid healthy.
ACL tear?
No, he tore. So if it's the same kid I'm thinking of, tore his ACL here in one knee, started coming back, non-contact toward this ACL, finally recovered, banged up his MCL in this game. Kid you fucking not, cannot catch a break. Sucks ass.
He reminds me of that guy from SpongeBob where he was like, every morning I break my arms and every night I break my legs. Golly.
It sucks.
You need to play piano. You need a different sport, my guy.
It's sad because he's actually really, really good. But other than that, yeah, I thought it was a fine game minus some bad routes, but we won. Yay! Moving forward. You got another game? Because if you don't, I got one.
Tennessee, Florida. Oh, sorry. I think my nail is about to break.
Oh. I think
we'll talk about Florida, Tennessee, though.
Well, to be fair, I think Tennessee is also about to break because you had to go into overtime against Florida. Honey.
Against Florida.
At home. You're at home, Tennessee, and you're going into overtime against Florida. Oh, no.
Sorry. The nail broke, y'all. Sorry. I'm ready now.
I didn't get to watch that game. That's really bad, I feel. It's not
I
great.
just don't even know where people stand anymore because I'm just like, at one moment, we feel like, oh, this person's top 10 worthy. Then they play this weird ass game and barely win. And it's like, are you top 10 worthy? And I really feel like I can say that about the entire AP poll rankings. Like,
Yes.
there's nobody that has just been a shutout. Even Texas has had close games. Like, I don't know. It's very
I
crazy.
I have to agree. It's what I said earlier. I don't necessarily see a team right now in the top 25 that screams powerhouse or like the great team of the year right now. Yes, Oregon just beat Ohio State. That's great. That's their first big game that they've had this year. I need to see more from them to really kind of scope it out. To your point, Texas has played some close games against people they shouldn't really have been close to. I don't think there's really like a team that wholly 100% has it together, and
And I think
it's
to that
weird.
I think to that point, it's going to make things interesting because I feel like when it comes to the playoffs, it's going to be anybody's game at this point.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
who knows how it's going to go?
I'm really interested because there's a good fat chance that the top 10 every single team has one loss, if not more. Which is crazy. Crazy
Yeah.
concept. Also just have to give my weekly shout out to Pitt. Congratulations on your 3-point win, 2-point win against Cal. Good job. Congratulations.
We're not going to speak about Wake Clemson. I watched a little bit of that game on the way to the Cog train, and when we scored the first touchdown, I said, "Oh shit, Wake, are you really about to do this?" And then I tuned into the score later, and I said, "Of course we're
Never
not."
mind. We're not gonna speak on it. Y'all can go look for that yourselves.
Y'all can watch it yourselves. I told y'all the week before what was gonna happen, and exactly that just happened. Wake is ass. I really feel like this is about to be Coach Clausen's last year.
Oh,
Which I'm not upset about. I
never
think
mind.
it needs to happen. But we don't have no players.
Mm,
We don't have no good plays.
mm,
Some got to change.
I agree.
And I don't want to blame the NIL and all of that stuff, but it definitely plays a role because it just makes it unobtainable to go to get these top talents because they're going to go where the money is, and the money is going to dictate where they go. And so I hate that they're in that predicament, but I've seen them work with nothing. They got to do something. Something's got to change, and I think it's the playbook and how they run things. And also the quarterback fucking sucks, bro.
I have to say this to your point. It comes down to coaching, okay? Because like for a perfect example, let me give a Georgia example. Lad McConkey was a 3-star wide receiver. His only big offer was us, okay? That boy is fucking making plays over at the Chargers. He needs to be fucking target more, but he's over here making headlines as a high rookie for the year right now. It is possible to coach your team to be great. I mean,
Stetson Bennett was a walk-on. That was not supposed to be as good as he was.
Walk-on, who I did not like in the beginning when he before he transferred and came back. I think it comes down to coaching. I think you need to start over coaches wise and start anew.
I agree. He's always been a conservative coach.
He can't be.
Never really like taken risk, and I think it's starting to show. And he needs to be more aggressive when it comes to his play calling.
You're not going to win a game if you're not aggressive.
And then again, I'm gonna reemphasize the quarterback fucking sucks. Like he is not good.
Is that the transfer?
I don't know who he is. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I saw in the NC State game, which again, by the grace of God, we won. I was like, who is this and why is he so terrible? And I hate to be that person because, of course, you know, you got to work with what you got. But I was like, my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you stink?
Damn.
I mean, okay, so it is actually, let me look and see.
Holy shit, you got an old ass quarterback. He was at Boise State from 2019 to 2023 for 4 seasons. Went to Louisiana Tech for a year, and now he's with you.
But do you see his fucking stats, bro?
Yes. Oh yeah, I see him. Oh, I'm aware.
Horrendous.
Though, oh, okay, can I just talk on the fact, I don't know if he got hurt in 2022. He must have gotten hurt because he only had 497 yards on the season. I hope you got hurt because, buddy boy, what the fuck?
All I'm saying is he sucks. And I can't fully blame him because
No, it's also
about the fact that you have to catch the ball or run the ball. And yeah, our offensive line, trash. Our defense, even trasher. Like, it's just not great right now at Wake Forest. It's just not great. And you know what?
I hate it, but I also think you need to get a new head coach that has the aggression and like is wanting to make Wake Forest be a dominant team. You don't got to win every game, but like you could at least show up. And
the goal for Wake has always been at least get to a bowl game. Like, at least get to a bowl game. We're not going to a bowl this year. We already know that's not happening. But my thing is, I'm like, to be successful at Wake, you don't even have to like be the best for real. Like, they just want us to make it to a bowl game, which is not that hard to do.
No.
Especially, you're talking about winning 6 games.
Yeah.
Just be you don't even have to get selected for a bowl, but just be bowl eligible. That's all Wake is asking for. And we can't even do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you need to start from the head coach and then
we couldn't even go to the Cheez-It Bowl if we wanted to.
I think you just start over with the coaching staff because obviously something's not clicking because offense and defense, neither of them are aggressive. Neither one of them want to be like show them what they fucking got. And I don't care if you're playing the number 1 team in the country. Vandy played the number 1 fucking team in the country and whooped that ass, and they were unranked. You can show the fuck up. And Vandy is a prime example of you may not have the 5 stars or the 4 stars, but if you got the right fucking coaching staff that's going to get you there, that's all that matters. So Wake needs to start over coaching-wise, get somebody that's actually going to push for more than just a bowl game and more than just being bowl eligible, and actually be like, you know what? I'm tired of being kind of like mid in the ACC. Let's do something about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the mindset that you need because that's what we needed. Because when we had Coach Rick for like a couple of years, the mindset was just like, let's just be bowl eligible. Let's just make it to a good bowl. Let's maybe make it to the SEC championship if we can. And we got tired of it. Got Coach Smart. And now the expectation is we make it to the playoffs or nothing. Period.
Yep.
So you got to change the expectation. You got to change the coaches. So,
but that's enough on that because
enough on Wake that we weren't going to talk about, and then we talked about it.
Ole Miss LSU, crazy.
Remember when they said Ole Miss has a elite offense?
Remember when I said Death Valley is a dangerous place to be in?
Yes, and I agree, and I'm so glad we don't play there. Oh my God.
This is one of the college pick'ems that actually made me smile because I sat and I didn't get to watch this game, but I did see the score and like the game cast. I was like, y'all are really fighting. Y'all are really fighting for this win. I respect it.
I get it. I love it. I'm glad I picked LSU though.
Me too.
Golly.
My college pick'ems thanks me because I just was like, I'm gonna take a risk. You know who else I took a risk on and fucking disappointed me? West Virginia.
I mean, it's West Virginia.
Fucking stupid.
The last one I want to talk on, because the reactions were interesting, was Kansas State versus Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says when your coach is like, everybody is hyping the player up, and then the coach goes, nah, he played like shit. What the fuck does that say?
That says you could do better. That's what that says.
Yikes. But Colorado is just, it's not just him, bro. It's a whole team.
That's facts. That's actually facts. Yeah. I did get to see that game either. I was actually kind of sad because I was in Colorado and I was like, wow, what good luck would I have if I could make it to this game? Didn't happen, of course, but um I try to keep up with it, but I just the way I feel about Colorado, I feel like there's just so much glam. Like it's almost giving me like I'm trying to think of a good example.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost giving me like Golden State or the Lakers of college football, where it's like you just have this powerhouse dynamic team of like superstars, and then when it comes down to the grand scheme of things, you're just kind of like average. Like you can have a stacked team, like good people, good players, whatever. But then when it comes down to it, y'all are just playing average. Like, I was impressed that they did have the score as close as it was, given that they're not ranked. But
Yes.
I don't know. It just seems like this is like the third time they've gotten to this point where they've played somebody where it's like this would be insane if they could beat them, and they just don't carry through.
I like they scored 21 points in the second half, and somehow you're still not able to finish it at the end. Like,
Right.
I don't get that.
I mean, they played. Hold on, I'm pulling up their schedule. They played. Well,
Who, Colorado? They lost to Nebraska.
that's their only loss.
Nope, now it's
Oh, no,
also Kansas
no,
State.
Kansas. I mean,
But Nebraska ain't that good no more, so I don't know.
I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like
I
I'm just not impressed with them.
Same. I want to cheer for them. I really do. But you make it incredibly hard when your players are acting the way that they are. Dion is not holding them responsible.
Mm-mm.
And you play like this.
Yeah, it's like they all have big heads, and
I wonder how that happened. I wonder how that happened. Respectively. Like Dion, I'm sure Dion as a coach and as a person is probably decent and is good. But I don't see you holding your players accountable for like half the shit they've been pulling this season, my guy. Like this first comment saying that he played like shit is the first time I've heard you say something negative about this kid. It's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
know.
just kind of feel like I need to see more. I mean, they play Arizona next, so I feel like that'll definitely be a game for sure. But I'm just not impressed.
I feel like it's like last year where they came out hot and everybody's like, "Oh my god, they're going to be the team," and then they just fucking sunk so quick. And it's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's the same fucking thing. Which is kind of disappointing because I understand like Deion Sanders wants to bring more light and life back to Colorado, and I get it, and you are. I just don't know how this is going to end, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. So,
Yep, I agree.
anyways, do you have any other games to talk about from this past weekend?
No, not
You
really.
want to look into this weekend? Because, baby, the matchups are crazy.
I'm actually scared. Okay, here's the one I'm like interested in. Miami against Louisville.
Louisville, please. For the love of fuck, you have one job this weekend, please.
Um,
Please.
hold your horses.
No.
I feel like we need to keep it going. Now, has Miami had a couple close games the last two times they played? Yes. To the point where there's questionable doubt on if they actually really won those games for real.
They're
Don't let Louisville be the same way, because you can't do it three times. People are gonna really be suspicious at that point.
third time's the charm. Do it
But
again so we can question your win.
but I'm curious on this game. I'm interested to see how that plays out.
That's a noon game too. Ooh, I will
Hmm.
be seated. I will be sat for that game. They're only a 4.5 point favorite, which is interesting. So I want to see how that rolls around. I'll come back to Bama, Tennessee on my thoughts on that one. Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. Listen, Tech you could do the funniest shit right here and whoop that Irish ass. And I would love that for you. Love
I
that.
don't think they are going to do it.
Stop it. Let me have
I
my
just,
hope and
I
dreams.
personally don't think they're going to do it.
Listen, anything can happen if you just believe.
They barely won to North Carolina.
Stop it.
They lost to Syracuse and Louisville. I don't think they're gonna do it.
We'll see.
I will have doubt here. And I might be wrong, but I just don't think they're
She
gonna
is
do it.
very beautiful to me.
She's very gorgeous to me.
Michigan and Illinois is another one. Listen,
Boo.
Illinois,
Boo.
Illinois, Illinois.
See that shit. I don't want to see shit.
No, Illinois. No, because if Illinois can beat them, you know what would happen in Michigan? They fall out of the AP top 25.
Boo.
Do it.
Like watching mid and midder. I don't want to see that shit. Get that out my face.
All right, you choose some games. What games are you hype about this weekend?
Texas, Georgia.
Shut up. Listen.
I mean, that's a game to watch, not mid and midder.
It is.
Trash and trasher. Like, no.
For all of y'all, if you're new here, I am very superstitious. I do not talk on a game before. Because superstitious. I'm very noisy. I am nervous for every game. I am nervous for this game.
I hate to be this person, but I would be. If I were a player having to suit up for this game, I would shit myself. This game?
No, I don't know, because it's interesting because we kind of got that, like, the nerves out, I feel like, in Bama. Because we got to play in a really tough environment over in Tuscaloosa. And listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Playing in Tuscaloosa is fucking hard, bitch.
It's tough.
That's all I'll say. I can't speak on any more of the game. I'm nervy, man.
No
man.
need to talk on it, but I will. I would shit myself if I was a player and had to suit up for this game. That's all I gotta say. Golly, that's a matchup for, and it's a night game. That's
night game in Texas, baby. Listen, it's gonna be. I will be seated. I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be seated. Maybe not seated. I might be standing that entire game. I'm going to be a ball of nerves. Now, my final game. It might be the same one you're thinking of. Are you in my brain? Are you in my head right now?
Let me see if I'm in your brain. I'm about to find it. Is it a top 25?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a top 25 matchup.
My mind. So the one that came to my mind was Virginia Clemson, but I don't think that's the one you're thinking about because I don't think that's really going to be a game.
No.
But if I had to guess, based on what I'm seeing, Alabama, Tennessee. Am I stupid?
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me just tell you how much I delete Alabama out of my brain. It didn't even come up as a contender in my brain, dog. I hate them.
Oh my God.
You want to talk about this is the bowl of who stinks. They suck. Both of them. I know their fans smell like hot ass and hot dog water. Like, y'all stink. Don't nobody want to see that shit. I kind of do.
I want to see what happens.
I kind of do. I'm curious. But
it's going to be that meme where the rest of the SEC is just watching them beat up on each other, you know? We're like sitting there with their feet up, just hee, and they're just pop, pop, pop. That's the meme.
I just think they smell like hot dog water and sewage.
True.
So,
and wet dog.
Yes. Mm-hmm. With a splash of toenail clippings and earring backs.
Ooh. Damn.
I honestly feel like both of them stink. That's I mean, this game could come out as a tie and I'd be like, y'all stink.
Listen, I Tennessee is the worst. I hate any team that is orange. You will find that very quickly about me. Any team that is orange, get the fuck out of Dodge. Tennessee included in that shit.
Sorry, Clemson.
I don't give a fuck.
She didn't mean it.
I did. Go fuck yourself, Clemson.
Oh my God.
Clemson, Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, get wrecked. And also Bama, you too, get wrecked. Get fucked. This is going to be interesting.
This is probably one of the only games where whatever the outcome is, I'm still gonna be unhappy and be like, "You fucking suck."
Yes, because it's going to skyrocket. But well, not skyrocket, but it's going to potentially move somebody back up into the further into the top 10, while the other one drops completely out. I'm be like, "Fuck, a duck."
That stadium needs a can of Febreze. It's going to smell like hot ass roadkill. Sausage links.
As someone who's been to that stadium,
there's pork rinds.
You're right. It is old. It needs remodeling. It is a terrible stadium. I hate it. The only good part of the stadium is the view into the river, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really pretty. That's it. Everything else is shit.
Their fans have no decorum. They probably piss in that river.
These fans cheered when Nick Chubb's ACL got absolutely obliterated during the Tennessee game, and he nearly passed out on the field because he was in so much pain. So you can all suck a massive dick. I don't fuck with y'all. I do not fuck with y'all.
That stadium with all of those fans in it is going to smell like mashed potatoes, an old deviled egg, and collard green juice. I'm just gonna continue to name different things that they're going to smell like because they both stink.
They're gonna smell like spoiled milk that got left in the sun for a week. Not just regular sun, Florida middle of summer, July sun, and you just happen to open the cap and pour that shit out.
Smell like that 6-month leftover container you have in the back of your fridge that you're scared to open because it's going to cause an atomic bomb. They're going to smell like the sour cream and onion potato chips after they've been in the bottom of someone's book bag.
They're going to smell like seafood that you didn't throw out in time and you let it sit in your garbage. So now it's been sitting there just seeping for days and it smells like straight ass. Straight ass. Salty ass.
Keep going, but I digress. They stink bad. They smell. It's atrocious. Bad. They stink. Take a shower. Matter of fact, take a bath. I bet when they take and they cut out the tub, it's a brown ring, the same color as the skin that you're looking at right now.
No, because they don't use soap. They sit in the water, but they don't scrub themselves.
They probably smell worse than kings and queens in the Victorian era. They probably smell like hot booty garbage.
They probably smell better than the Palace of Versailles, which, fun historical fact, the Palace of Versailles smelled like piss and shit because they had chamber pots in all the corners of the fucking palace for all their guests and people to use. And you would just see people go squat in the fucking corner and take a shit or a piss, and that smell would be in the entire palace. That's this stadium this weekend. Every corner and every turn is that.
Have you ever experienced explosive diarrhea?
Yes.
That's what
I hate to admit that on here.
I may just admit it.
You what? Fuck off.
That's what they're gonna say.
Dead ass though. I don't know who's gonna win this game. I think it's gonna come down to the very last seconds again.
I'm going to be so honest. I don't give a fuck.
Same. I don't care. I really don't.
And a win's a win. One of them has to lose, so a win's a win.
I mean, yeah. Y'all both suck. I have no thoughts.
Yeah. That is it. That is all. That is the game. Y'all both fucking suck. The end.
The end.
You heard my whole list of things they smell like. So,
any other games that you're interested in this week? I feel like we covered all the big ones.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm interested in Virginia, Clemson. Virginia's not great this year, but I just feel like Clemson's gonna fuck up. Like I just could see it so easily.
Kentucky, Florida. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think Kentucky whips that ass because they're mad that Vandy beat them this past weekend, which was crazy. But good luck, Charlie.
I don't care about that.
Okay. What about South Carolina, Oklahoma? South Carolina, please. Please. Please?
You know what?
I want
I'm gonna
Beamer.
change my mind. I care about that game specifically because I really do feel like Kentucky should be in the top 25.
They lost to Vandy. No.
Kentucky lost to Vandy?
Yes, this weekend.
Never mind. See what happens when I try to find a silver lining and shit. It's always something that happens.
Yes.
Never mind. I was about to be like, they were so competitive against
No.
Georgia and some other people. Like
No.
no.
They lost.
I am interested in the South Carolina. You said South Carolina who?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I feel like South Carolina is also another team that I feel like should be in the top 25.
You hung in there with Bama. Fuck yeah, dude. That's a top
They
10
hung in there with a
team.
bunch of people this year. A bunch of people.
Give them their credit.
They just can't win. Yeah, that's about it over here. Let me see. Is there any ACC games that might be good? I always try to be not bias is not the word, but I try to give a little love to the ACC because that's where I was. Let's see.
I try to give some love to the ACC, and you shit all over my parade.
Florida State, Duke. I don't know why the fuck this is a night game, but okay, go off.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It's wild that Duke is only a 3-point favorite. I think FSU's gonna lose the game though.
Oh, Boston College, Virginia Tech. That might be pretty decent. And then shout out to NC State, California. That one is gonna be mid.
The battle of the mid. Another battle of the mid. Fuck.
The battle of the mid. Had us in the first half, not gonna
gonna
lie.
lie.
Couldn't pull it together.
Hell no. Never can, never will. Never
But
can,
yeah,
never will.
That is it. That is our week 7. Oh my god, I can't believe we've been doing this for 7 weeks, bro.
Shit.
We need to take a break.
Yeah, we got a bye week. I will say we're actually going to be taking a bye week legit coming up soon because someone has to be a world-class traveler and bullshit. So it ain't me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. I'm debating on which week.
I'll also be
We're gonna
going to Georgia, Florida in the coming weeks, which I'm very excited about. It'll be a good
When is Georgia,
time.
Florida?
The week of Halloween. In like 3 weeks.
That's spooky. That's spooky as hell.
It's a great
Who did
time.
that?
It's a great
Who
time.
signed up for that? Crazy. Good luck with that.
Me.
That,
I'm
ooh.
excited. I'm excited. Halloween's on a Thursday, and then the game is actually on November 2nd. So I'm kind of excited. Yay! Do you want to get into the AP Top 25 poll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, we back with the AP Top 25.
Wah, wah.
Who are you whopping over here?
Oklahoma.
Oh, fair enough. Damn, they dropped that far. Shit.
Get out of here. They said, get them out of here.
Yeah.
You're done.
You're
done.
Shout out Vandy for being so close to being in the top 25. You're right there. You're right there.
They trying.
They trying so hard.
They're trying.
Bless them. Bless them. Bless them. You want to dive in?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So coming in hot. I don't see no ties right now. So we're in a good spot. Amani's feeling great. No ties. Coming in hot at 25 is Navy.
For the first time. Wow. I think so. It's either the first time both Navy and Army are ranked, or it's the first time either of them have ever been ranked. I can look.
Well, all I'm about to say is it's because they're 5-0 and 6-0. Like, there's really nothing else to it.
No, there's nothing else to it, but it's wild. Yeah, Army and Navy are both ranked for the first time since 1960.
Damn.
Damn.
I don't know whether that means they're good or that means that there's just that much of a crapshoot in the top 25 because I just don't even know at this
I
point.
think they're trying to give them their flowers right now because they know the rest of the season may not be in favor for them. So they're trying to get them into that top poll because, to your point, they're undefeated at the moment. Will it stay that way? I don't know. Will be crazy. That triple option for Navy somehow is working. I don't know how. I don't know why. That's weird.
Because they're not playing anyone.
Oh, well, that would explain it. Seeing as Army beat UAB, which used to not have a football program, 44-10.
They also didn't play anyone.
Fair.
That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
They're undefeated. Congrats. You've made it on here. And honestly, I can't be mad at this point. At least y'all won every single game. I can't say that for most. Like, you'll sit one day and be like, oh, this person's good. And then they drop out because they fucked up. So at least you haven't fucked up yet. Congratulations.
Yeah. Keyword.
Michigan. Talking about fuck ups. Let's talk about Michigan.
Michigan, if you, it's so funny because they're playing Illinois this weekend. Literally, whoever wins this game gets to stay in the top 25 by the skin of their, like, just
That's basically
barely.
it.
And the other one's out. Goodbye.
That's basically it.
You are the weakest link. Get the
Someone
fuck out.
is bound to fuck up, and
Who will it be?
sorry, Charlie. Also, didn't talk about this, but Utah also dropped from the rankings. I'm assuming they did not play well either. So
Nope. I believe they did not.
sorry.
Sorry about it.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, they lost to Arizona State 27-19. And Arizona State is unranked.
Sorry.
Damn. Sorry about it.
Illinois went up one when they won by one.
Against Purdue?
They won by one.
Brother. Okay. Wow.
This adds to my argument of the Michigan-Illinois game being mid. This is the most middest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Mid is about to be a mid battle on who can stay in the top 25, barely. It'll be interesting.
SMU went up 4 and did nothing.
Wow. I don't know.
Moving on.
What the fuck?
I don't know how to explain that. I really don't. There's no explanation.
Nope. I have no words on that.
None.
Wow. Okay.
Moving on. Pitt is on here because they're undefeated.
Here's
Okay.
our one comment on Pitt for our one Pitt fan that usually supposedly listens. Look at y'all, you're ranked. Wow.
Woo.
Woo. Hold on to it tightly.
Yeah, hey, they gotta buy. They at least get to chill for one.
Hey, you can't lose. No, you can lose a bye week. You can lose during a bye week. Win the bye week, man. Win the bye week.
Mizzou went up 2.
I mean, they whooped UMass's ass.
But it's UMass.
Correct.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
Play Auburn.
And it's Auburn.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I guess.
We'll see how this lasts. Holy fuck. Okay. Now here's something I'm about to rant on a little bit.
Go for it.
Somebody does absolutely nothing and moves up 4 points.
Correct.
Yet a team that fought to the death, rightfully so, in overtime lost, and y'all dropped them 9 points. I feel like that's a little aggressive.
To be fair, Ole Miss was supposed to be this powerhouse. It's the same thing with Tennessee. They were supposed to be this powerhouse offensively, and they fucking collapsed.
They did, but I mean, 9 spots.
Dude,
They could have at least been like 13 or 14.
I'm going to say it might have to do with, you know how they do they have the dunk whenever they make like an interception or whatever the fuck, or they score a touchdown and they like dunk the ball or whatever. Yeah, one of the players did that and missed, and Shaq was in the house. Everybody's like, damn, you did that in front of Shaq. We're going to drop you down 4 extra spots.
Embarrassing. All I'm saying is I felt like this was a little aggressive. I mean, there were definitely some other teams that probably deserved to drop this much, but I don't think the Ole Miss LSU game needed to make them drop this bad. Like maybe 5. I think 5 spots is even a little aggressive. Like I would have taken 5, but 9 is crazy.
Who is their other loss to is what I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if that played a role into why they dropped.
Lost to
I got you. Hold on.
No.
Do they have a bye week? Do y'all got a fucking bye week? Y'all sure ass do. You fucks. Please hold. Making me all fucking confused. All right, Ole Miss. Go ahead.
I was going to say, while you look for that answer, I would just like to point out, this is going to be a very random tangent, but it's going to be important for us. Kendrick Lamar has swept the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Yay!
He won Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Ooh.
Not Like Us won Song of the Year, Hip Hop Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Not Like Us won Best Hip Hop Video of the Year.
Yeah.
Best Lyricist of the Year.
Yeah.
Video Director of the Year.
Correct.
Impact Track. I don't even know what that means, but
correct.
Impact Track.
Correct.
In the comments said Jesus. He swept.
Swept. I think a little bit more weight into this is one, they lost to Kentucky. I forgot they lost to Kentucky 2 weeks ago. 20-17, another close loss. And now they lose to LSU in another close loss, 29-26. Now I do agree, I think 9 is aggressive.
9 is very aggressive still.
But I would have been fine with 7 because now you've shown twice with your so-called supposed to be elite offense that y'all can't finish the drill. The fuck are y'all doing?
They could have at least been 15. I just feel like 9 is a lot. Like
that's why I said 7 spots.
Yeah. I don't know. This was very aggressive, but okay, fine, whatever. I don't care that much about them. Moving on. Kansas State.
Punishment. They punish them. Anyways. One for beating Colorado? Okay. Just one?
I'm not I mean, they barely won.
But then you got Indiana above them, had a bye week and went up 2. They won the bye week.
I don't know how. I'm still trying to figure out the SMU one. So for the people on buys that went up spots, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know the logic behind it.
You won the bye week.
Other than the fact that Indiana is 6-0, I don't know. But Kansas State plays West Virginia. Mama.
Mountain Mama.
Mama.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we talked about Indiana moving up for nothing, but they play Nebraska, so okay.
Good luck.
This is a very weird list. Boise State played Hawaii.
Yeah, at like 11 p.m. Eastern time, but it was like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock their time, I think, because it was in Hawaii.
What's Hawaii's time zone? It's not 3 hours behind.
Amani, my sister in Christ, you need to look at a globe and see where Hawaii is in like
not further down from California. Like
no, it's off in the middle of the Pacific.
Yeah, it's like right below California.
No, like miles and miles off the coast of California. It's so far out. What do you mean?
Are we sure about
this?
Yes. I'm Googling what time it is in Hawaii.
Get a map on where it is. Because
honestly, I don't think the map is going to accurately depict where it is because in my mind, when you look at the map, it looks pretty close. They put it all in there.
Amani, it is not. They did that because it's a part of the United States. But sis, it is so fucking far off the coast of the United States of America.
It is really 5 p.m. there.
Yes.
Right now. They are 5 hours behind. So is it closer to Asia than it is to us?
No, it's closer to us, but it's like if you're going.
There's no way.
Hold on, let me get there. There are some flights that fly from California, stop in Hawaii, and then go to Japan. Like that is a midpoint.
Where is Hawaii? Look at how they have it on this map, dog. They really have it like it's so close.
It's not that, honey. You need to go to Google Maps, scroll all the way around.
Oh my God, it's literally just chilling out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. That's why it takes like 7-hour flights from California to get there, dude. It takes forever.
For like 2 hours.
Sis, I wish I was on that fucking plane for like 7-8 hours. That shit was forever.
But like, look at this. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if y'all can see
No.
this blur on, but the way this map looks, it looks like it's hanging off the coast of California.
Amani, I'm sending you literally Google or like Google Maps fucking picture of where it is, so you can.
I'm sorry, this is derailing our whole conversation, but I literally also did not know until recently that you could go up over Canada and across to hit Russia.
They're not connected, but yes.
Right, but I didn't know you could do that. Like, if you just go whoop over, you hit Russia. And I was like,
hey, okay, so here's a globe.
Correct.
US, Russia, and Asia. So, yeah.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
You need to look at a globe again so bad.
It does not make sense.
Look at the picture.
Maybe I'm a flat earther, bro. Maybe that's why it doesn't. I'm kidding.
So this is the end of our podcast. Officially, we're finished. I'm done. Get the fuck out. Look at the picture I just sent you.
I'm joking.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
I do believe the earth is round. I just did not conceptualize in my brain that you could do that. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yes, it is a actual scientific thought, and also historians believe that is how some like dinosaurs as well as past.
Shut the hell up.
Hold on. Kind of, but they were connected at one point, and that's how some dinosaurs and certain animals as well as people crossed over into Canada and the US and came here.
What?
Yeah, girl.
That is so crazy. Y'all, I promised I probably did learn all of these things, but social studies was not my strongest. I was a math girly. So,
this was like a mix of like,
don't blame Georgia education, but low key blame Georgia education.
No Child Left Behind. Some should have been left behind. Clearly,
I shouldn't have been left behind. I was in AP classes and everything.
I was too.
Stupid.
It's a mix of like science and history, but yeah. Anyways,
yeah, and those are my two worst subjects.
Look at that photo I sent you in obligation of where the fuck Hawaii is now. Do you understand? Great. So Boise State, great job beating Hawaii all the way out there.
It's 5:00 there.
Sure is.
Yeah, that's all I have to add to that. Texas A&M went up 1 on a bye week. Congrats on winning the bye. You play Mississippi State. Don't let them slip up on you. Moving on. BYU beat Arizona pretty badly.
Damn.
Okay.
Beat up on them.
Okay. I feel like personally, if you're going to move someone up 2 spots for a bye, you should move them up. Or beating somebody. Like, I really could see, well, I guess looking at 12 being Notre Dame, and they also blowing the hell out of Stanford, which is Stanford, so it's not much.
Correct, but they moved Notre Dame down for winning against Stanford.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I just clocked it. Y'all moved them down for beating Stanford? That's hysterical.
But then they also moved Tennessee down 3 for beating Florida.
Barely, because it was a bad game. It was the sloppiest fucking game. That tracks. Punishment.
I feel like they could have moved Notre Dame up one or kept them where they were.
If you're
They did
moving
not
them
have
up,
to move them down.
if you're moving them up one, you're moving them above Clemson.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Not your fave.
Because they are my fave, but I gotta be honest, bro. Beating up on Wake ain't saying much. That's all I gotta say. It's not really eating like you think it is.
Yeah, I think the AP poll was just really unforgiving against Tennessee's win against Florida, which is fair because that's not a big winning margin.
This would make things be great for them if they actually did beat Bama this weekend.
That's what I'm saying. They would be actually in the top 10 again, potentially, if they can do it. If they can do it.
And you know what's funny? I said beating Wake ain't saying much these days. They agree because they did not move Clemson at all. They were just like, cool, moving on. They were just like, fine, congrats. I don't know if I should feel offended by that because, it's Wake. But, I also agree. Wasn't saying much to beat them.
No.
Iowa State.
2 spots for beating West Virginia. Really? It's West Virginia. Mountain Mama.
They're really pissing me off.
That's every week.
I think I said that last week too, but they are so high up for no fucking reason. Like, for no reason. And I feel like there's nowhere that they can go. They could have kept them where they were. Y'all were willing to let Notre Dame drop one. Why did they move up?
Watch, they're about to jump up.
2 spots.
They're about to jump up 2 more spots when they beat UCF. Just watch.
Somebody is paying them.
Somebody's got dirt on the AP poll team at Iowa State.
Weird. They're really irritating me. They're really irritating me, bro. Why are they so high up?
Dude, beats me. I don't know what to tell you.
Who did they play again?
No one. They just beat West Virginia 28-16, which isn't a huge margin in the first place. That's barely 12. That is 12.
I'm not understanding.
The math is not mathing.
I'm not understanding why they're so high. I don't think they know what to do with them.
I agree. I think they're top of their conference and they don't know how to handle them at the moment.
I don't like this. Anyway, moving on. They're probably gonna lose the UCF this weekend, and it's gonna be so fucking funny. LSU.
Damn.
Went up 5.
Well, I think Ole Miss. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Ole Miss was ranked number 9 and LSU was 13 when they played.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So why did they drop and move so far if they were not that far apart? Like, y'all could have even swapped each other, and that would have made more sense. But
no.
They weren't. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Technically, they did that. They just gave him an extra boost.
No.
By a spot.
This is weird. I don't know what this is about, but okay. That's fine. Whatever. Play Arkansas. I don't care at this point. This is the weirdest. I don't like this list. I don't like this list.
The day that we actually have an AP poll list that we like, I think hell will freeze over.
Shut the fuck up. They kept Alabama where they were after barely beating South Carolina. So Alabama don't move after almost losing to an unranked team.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all moved Ole Miss down 9 for the same exact reason, but they played a ranked team.
Mm-hmm. You know what that's called?
Favoritism.
Correct. Somebody's pockets are real heavy.
Because that doesn't make any sense. Play Tennessee and lose. Please.
That tracks.
Miami's still chilling at 6K.
Cool. Good job.
Still hanging on as our hope.
You survived.
Clemson's still in the top 10 too, so we got 2 ACC representations now.
That's debatable.
Shout out.
I think that's They're both debatable, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this Louisville game comes out because I don't think it's gonna be an easy one. They hate y'all. That's all I
No,
gotta say is they hate
no,
y'all.
nah. It's fair. I'm gonna say it's fair because our defense we did not cover. So I get it. That's fine. We can stay there. That's cool, I suppose. But guess what? Ohio State's not at number 3 anymore. Or 2.
I was so happy for y'all to finally get out of the number 3 spot, and y'all, what did you do? Y'all fucked up. So now you're at 4, which hey, I'll take it because you're not 3. So a win to win there as well. But damn.
I love that you kind of slightly like advocate for Ohio State.
I'm just tired of them being number 3, and I know they feel it too.
I'm
Like,
not. They could stay in that spot forever. I don't care.
I'm just tired. I know
Or
they're tired of
lower.
being number 3. So I'm actually okay because they're number 4. So it's like you're not number 3 still. So it's fine with me.
They can
I
keep
didn't say
going
they had
down.
to be number 2. I just said please get them out of the number 3 spot.
Keep going down.
But they got to buy, so they're probably gonna sit there for a minute.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now this is very interesting to me. So Oregon. Okay. So Oregon went up a spot over Penn State, which I'm not upset at.
That tracks
It tracks.
because Ohio State was 2 and Oregon was 3. So that is fair.
Right. But I'm just surprised they didn't just switch spots. Like, you really feel like we really can confidently say that Penn State is better than Ohio State. And I know it's because they're 6-0, and I get it. The top 3 are all 6-0. I understand. But I just don't know if that is accurate.
I don't think it's accurate. I think it should have been a switch spots and Penn State stays at 4. Because I'm sorry, Penn State won with a close fucking game at the end of the day.
USC. That's
correct.
What I'm saying.
So
I simply feel like the fact that they're still undefeated is what's saving them here because this doesn't make sense.
No, and I wholly don't agree. Penn State has no business being in the top 3. They don't look like a full collected team, especially after this past weekend against USC. Well, that's a joke.
And now that I think about it, it is kind of close. We have 1357 points and 1380. So it wasn't like crazy.
That's still 20 something votes. I
just think that's a little confusing, but I feel like because they're undefeated, they had to keep them in the top 3.
I think that's bullshit. Because
I agree.
Ohio State at least tried at the end. I think they dinged him for that quarterback slide.
That was fucking funny. That was like you forgot the fundamentals of football.
Correct. You forgot where you were for a second. Yeah, I think it should be Ohio State back to number 3 and Penn State 4. Again, I understand Penn State is undefeated, but that win against USC was not impressive. Like, they should not be awarded for that mediocrity. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anyways.
Oregon being number 2 is rightfully earned.
Correct. They're undefeated, even though they haven't really played anybody yet until this past weekend. Congrats on beating Ohio State. Kudos to Dan Lanning. Love my guy. Good job.
And then Texas. Cool. Oh, okay.
It's horns
for
down.
the people not watching, she just did horns down.
Horns down. Horns down. All day. All day, baby.
Okay.
I've been doing it.
I just think it's impressive that their QB2 was able to keep it going this long.
No. Their QB1. What you mean? Oh, Arch? You mean?
Yeah, like he held it down until homeboy came back.
Barely.
I don't know about barely. It was pretty.
Some people were watching and was like, get me quarterback 2 real quick. I don't know. I didn't really watch his games that much.
They were nervy. I think they were nervy.
After 3 games?
I mean, he literally, so the last game he played was Mississippi State, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
not to be funny, the same Mississippi State y'all allowed 31 points on, he scored 35
We
and they
scored
only scored
41.
13. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, for him to be QB2 getting 31 points is insanity. The week before that, he got 51. I'm
Against.
sorry, but I think
Against.
Monroe, but still,
Okay, come
I
on.
think he did what he needed to do.
That's
Held it
ULM.
down. He
Let,
held it down, and you have to give him props. I'm
hold
sorry.
on. You're misinterpreting me. I'm giving him props. He's getting blown out of proportion. You held it down against ULM. My brother, that's not a hard win for you. There were people that went to that game that I know of that were scared shitless what he was about to do against that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm happy that he's doing good, but I think people are blowing him out of proportion because of his last name, and people need to calm the fuck down.
I can agree with that, but I think
He's good. I don't think he's
I
a
think
god. Let's
I don't.
not throw
I
it out of
think
that
for
proportion.
him being so early on,
He's a junior.
well, I'm saying early on, as in like this was his first time like actually getting to play for real, isn't it?
No, he's played in other games. He just hasn't started.
Oh,
Yep.
I mean, I just think it's impressive to be able to have like essentially almost consistency with your QB1 out. I don't think that has anything to do with him. I just think it's pretty impressive on
No.
their program.
Again, I will give him props. People need to stop blowing him the fuck up like he's a god when he held it down against ULM. Like, that's great. In Mississippi State, that's great. But that doesn't, like he said himself, I am QB2. I ain't trying to be QB1. That's not my place.
Yeah.
He said it, not me. He said it himself.
I just feel like it's impressive to be able to have consistency like that because I can't say that for a lot of teams if their QB1s are out, what they would do. But yeah.
Also, correction. He's technically a freshman, but this is his second year at Texas. So he's a
That's what I
sophomore.
thought. Yeah, like I thought he was early on. Yeah.
He was a redshirt freshman last year. Technically, he's now a sophomore, but he's classified as a freshman.
But he was barely playing though, right?
He played some.
Not if he was a red shirt.
Yeah, they did. He played at like the fourth quarters. Yeah, they had his ass out on the field, don't you? No. Oh, they had his ass on that
I'm
field.
just saying, to be a redshirt freshman, you have to have like barely played to be considered a redshirt.
He was their only backup option. That's why.
And to be sitting and riding the wave for a fourth quarter, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty impressive.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, this is the top 25. This was even worse than the weeks before.
Nah, the atrocity of the ties still got me. This is not the worst. It's not great, but this is not the worst one I've seen yet.
I just don't understand the logic on this one. It just feels like a hodgepodge. Like every time I see this list, it just feels like they just like threw a bunch of names. It was like, here we go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Very
Basically.
much gives eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, no, share your thoughts. What your feelings on these fucking rankings, man, cuz Jesus. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to move into our college pick'ems for the week, so stay tuned for our next episode. We'll dive into that. Till then,
Yeah.
go dogs, go Deeks.
Go Deeks and go Dogs.
See ya!